Hi, it's Miss Claypole, and we're going to do a proof today. As we do this proof, I would try to work ahead and then see if you get it correct. You can always pause the video so that you have time to work ahead. So we are going to prove that for all real numbers a, b, and c, if you know that if we're given that we have a minus the difference of b minus c, then that is equal to a minus b plus c. So there is no if and then. All we know for sure is that a, b, and c are real. So that is our only given. Now what you want to do is you want to start with the first part, and we're going to try and work our way to the second part. So things that should be going through your mind are things like, I think I need to use the distributive property because it looks like our parentheses are going to go away and some sort of negative is going to be distributed among b and c. Now the problem is though, well, we have two problems. The first problem is we have no number to distribute. We have a subtraction. The other thing is this is subtraction, and you can only distribute when it's addition. So you should think, how can I begin to change this to a number I can distribute? And how can I change this to addition? If you said the definition of subtraction, you would be correct, because a minus this difference is the same as a plus the opposite, and b minus c is the same as b plus negative c. Definition of subtraction. Now we're getting closer because it's b plus another number, so we are able to distribute. But the thing is, we don't have a number in front to distribute. So negative of a number is the same as what? Think of what property tells us that we can change this into a number. We can also do this here for negative c. If you said multiplication by -1, you are correct. Negative of this sum is the same as -1 times the sum, and negative c is the same as -1 times c. Multiplication by -1. We finally gotten to the point where we actually have a number out front, and it's addition in those parentheses, so we can distribute that -1. So we have -1 times b plus -1 times -1 times c, the distributive property of addition. So look back at where we're trying to go. We want a minus b. Well, we know that a plus a negative is the same as a minus the number, but this is -1, it's not negative b. So can we change -1 times b to something else? Yeah. That's negative b. Multiplication by -1. And so we're really close here to getting the first part, a plus negative b. Well, we should know that a plus negative b is the same as a minus b. Do you know that property? Definition of subtraction. So we got the first part, a minus b, but now we need plus c. It would be nice to say that -1 times -1 is +1, but we don't have a property for that. But we do know that -1 times c is the same as, or sorry, -1 times -1 is the same as negative of -1. Multiplication by -1. And we know that the negative of a negative is a positive. Opposite of an opposite. So we're really close. We just want c. We have 1 times c. Well, 1 times c is the same as c. Identity property of multiplication. So we got to where we wanted to be. So therefore, a minus the difference of b and c is equal to a minus b plus c. Transitive property of equality. So good job. You just did the entire proof. Go through, practice it again, and make sure you understand all the steps. Thanks for coming today. Enjoy your evening.